Good evening, everyone. I would like to give you a speech this evening on the mafia in Italy, of course. Now, very often when we hear the word mafia, a lot of people assume that this just refers to one criminal organisation in Italy. But actually, in Italian, the word mafia is usually used as an umbrella term for organised crime in general. And there are, in fact, many different mafia organisations within Italy. In Italy at least, they can be broadly arranged by region, and different mafias and different regions deal with different types of criminal activity, or sources of business, as they might say. Now, the first, I'll break these down into different regions within Italy. The first region is the region of Lazio, and this mafia is called the Banda della Magliana. Don't worry about the names if you can't write them all down, that's fine. And this particular mafia group was based in Rome. It was founded in 1975, and it was involved in criminal activity during what in Italian history are called the Lead Years. So this was a period of social and political turmoil in Italy. It lasted from the 60s into the 80s, and Italy was marked by a huge wave of terrorism, and the mafia then got involved in this terrorist activity. So that is the first mafia group. They have actually been linked to an assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II, but this has still not been proved. The second mafia group are, I'm sure you've heard of them before, the Camorra. They are based in Naples. They were founded in the 17th century, so they are one of the oldest organised criminal gangs in the world. And they control the milk and fish industries in Naples, as well as the coffee trade, because of course we are in Italy. And they also control more than 2,500 bakeries in Naples. However, since the mid-1990s, they have taken over waste disposal management in the region, and this has had disastrous results on both the local environment and the health of local citizens. More recently, they have been known to have been getting involved with Nigerian drug gangs due to this wave of migrants that are coming into Italy at the moment, and they are also involved with the mafia in Albania, and this allows them to traffic cocaine and women into sexual slavery. Now, an interesting part about the functioning of the Camorra is that there are different clans within the Camorra, and they all act independently of each other. So they're actually more prone to infighting than being fought against by the police, for example. The next mafia is based in the Veneto region in Italy. They were founded in the 60s and 1970s, and they mainly deal with financial aspects such as money laundering, loan sharking, extortion, and drug dealing. They are known to have a high number of high-level political connections outside of Italy. And now moving on to the fourth mafia group, again another famous mafia organisation, you've probably heard of them, they're the 'Ndrangheta. They were founded in the late 19th century, and they mainly deal with drug trafficking, but are also involved in public procurement contracts, extortion, arms trafficking, prostitution. And the 'Ndrangheta, it's very difficult to pronounce it isn't even Italian, it's local dialect, but anyway, it is now one of the most powerful criminal organisations in the world. Investigators estimate that 80% of Europe's cocaine is controlled by this mafia gang. Next, we have the Sacra Corona. Again, don't worry about names. They were founded in 1981. Again, they deal mainly with drug trafficking, and they are known to work with international criminal organisations such as the Russian and Albanian mafias, as well as getting involved with Colombian drug cartels. Now, the interesting thing about how this particular mafia gang works is that it is made up of 3 different levels, and there are different criteria to get to the different levels within this mafia. So the first level is the lowest level. So people belong to this level carry out street crime, basic robberies, things like that. In order to get access to the second level, you have to have killed at the very least 3 people. Once you make it to the second level, you cannot leave on pain of death. And you also have to be initiated into this level, and part of the lengthy initiation process includes the fact that you're given a firearm, which you are supposed to kill kill people with, and you are also handed a cyanide pill. So if you ever fall into enemies' hands, you are expected to commit suicide. And the final third level is basically the core of the organisation, and they make all the main decisions there. Finally, another mafia you have most probably heard of are Cosa Nostra. They are based in Sicily. Again, a very old criminal gang. They were founded in the 19th century, and they deal with pretty much everything from private protection. So in Italy, it's very well known that there's this system of having to pay what's called a pizzo. So that's not pizza, but pizzo with an O. And this is essentially a protection bribe. So if you open up a bakery, one day someone will come to see you and ask for the pizzo, so you pay this protection money and nothing bad will happen to you, is the main idea. People who have decided to take a stand and not pay the pizzo bribe, things ended quite badly for them, so everyone pays what they need to. They have also exploited the European migrant crisis. They exploit refugees. They're involved in drug trafficking, vote buying as well. They're heavily connected with politics. But they do maintain the fact that they have never got involved in kidnapping. So they clearly believe that they've got some kind of, they believe they're morally superior in some way. But anyway, Cosa Nostra is incredibly secretive. And in order to protect themselves, members of Cosa Nostra actually spread lies about their criminal organisation and their gang, to the extent that members of Cosa Nostra now have started to believe their own myths that they have propagated. And there you go. That's just a general summary of the mafia in Italy. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.